All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood. I'm your host Ashley, and I'm here again with Lauren Sears. Hello.
Hi, what's up?
Hey. In case you guys forgot, I had an interview with her from Trials, East Coast Trials. She trains out of Tempe, Austin. She recently fought on WNO. She's been super active on the competitive scene. She's pretty much fighting this whole damn weekend, like since Thursday, like up until tomorrow. Like, how is your body holding up?
It feels great. Honestly, I get way more rolls and a lot more like pressure and harder looks from people rolling throughout the week.
Really?
So usually my body's more beat up from rolling than from competing.
Why are they being mean? Because they know you're competing.
Everybody's bigger than me.
Oh, true.
Always having to deal with that. But yeah, and then like my match on EBI was only 3 minutes, and so I don't know.
You won that
I
one,
just
though?
haven't. Yeah. So I haven't taken a lot of damage, and then even like my WNO match, didn't take any damage. There was no like submission that was put on or anything.
We didn't look in danger too much, except like obviously like the last thing.
It was a positional, it got to the back, but there was no like submission threat or anything. So
what were you thinking during that match? You looked like super relaxed. I was watching.
Honestly, I was a little too chill.
I hate when that happens. That happens to me so often.
I was trying to not let the pressure of the stage and everything, like that level of an event get to me, and so I was like super chill and just like I was like, I'm just going in to do another roll at the gym,
Dang, so it was like a big audience, and
it's
hard to tell from the stream.
Oh yeah.
So
it's very loud out there too. So I actually wore earplugs. I've been getting like migraines and these like weird visual things they're happening from like just the like loud music and the flashing lights. So I found that like earplugs kind of help a little bit. So I wore those. Yeah, they fell out like in mid match too. But I've competed the last couple of times with them and they've helped a bit.
But then how do you hear your or I guess it doesn't matter. You didn't need to hear. Oh, you can still hear them?
Yeah, it just kind of like muffles like high intensity like loud sounds. It helps me just kind of like be more in my head, thinking about like whatever I'm technically trying to do.
Okay.
But for that match, I was
too relaxed.
A little too relaxed, but
I mean, that's happened to me too, where I just, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Where I just like meditate too much. Get too in the Zen mode, and then I'm just hanging out on the mat.
I was like, oh wait, no, I should be on go mode right now. I need to like turn it on.
I feel you. It's okay though. Like, I mean, I was like, maybe she's taking it easy because she got like 5 matches coming up. I was like, maybe she's just chilling out. But was that your debut or was?
No, I was on the show like 2 or 3 years ago. But I was like, I had like 2 years of jiu-jitsu training when I was on my first. So now I've got like 4 or 5 years of training.
So you've only been training 5 years, and you're a brown belt already. That's awesome. Man, I feel like such a slacker. I'm a 10-year brown belt. It's like double. And I think we're the same age. You're 32?
34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm younger. Not much younger. I'm turning 33. But that's also why I asked about the body thing, because I always feel so like beat up in general.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot better with not feeling so beat up lately. The more I've been weightlifting and eating more. So I've been trying to like gain weight, and that seeming to help a bit.
And how have you been doing since the last time we talked, since Trials? Have you done anything different in training, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm great. I've been working on my wrestling a lot. I'm trying to
I think I heard that. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, and it's improved a lot. And then, just, sharpening up all the main tools, leg locks, and I worked on my rubber guard a lot since then, and I hit like a really sick submission at Midwest Finishers last year.
I saw the clip. I saw it. That was awesome. I was hoping you were going to do some today, but you didn't.
Yeah, I know. I was also super chill today, too. And it was like, I was like, going to see if Kamoy will give me a match tomorrow, because he told me I could get one with one of the girls, and I was like, the match I had today, I felt like it was like judged kind of weird. So it was like sub only, and I had 3 sub attempts, and she didn't have any, and then there was like the single guard pass that happened at the end, but I wasn't really trying to retain very hard because I thought the positions didn't matter being sub only. But so then she got the decision, and
you're like, wait.
I was like, that was weird. And and I had a bunch of people ask me about it. I was like, okay, so maybe like another match tomorrow would be fun.
So you decided to take a match instead of the open mat?
I might do both.
Oh yeah, you said it.
I'm gonna go to open mat, get some rolls, and then maybe get like a match tomorrow. So
Okay.
yeah, so maybe we'll see if I can get another match with her or somebody else.
Oh, you want a
Yeah.
rematch?
Yeah,
Mitch, let's get a rematch.
yeah.
That did not go the way I wanted it to go. Okay, so was there a chance? Was there a time where you were like mid-match and you had to change strategy?
Are you saying today or just ever?
In general, and like, how did you handle it? Because it's hard. You know how sometimes we get very tunnel vision. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
do you have a memorable moment where you had to change your game, like mid-match, and you actually like, maybe either took the W or didn't?
Yeah, I can't think of a single match in particular right now, but I definitely know that like I've done that for sure. I've been in matches where, you know, maybe my initial game plan was to play guard, and I'm on the bottom and I don't really like what I'm feeling, so I'm like, all right, let's stand up and work from the feet, or maybe vice versa. Maybe I'm like, I'm gonna try and wrestle, and then I don't like what I'm feeling in the moment, so I'm like, all right, we'll sit and play guard. I think that's very. I feel like that's very important to be fluid within your training and not be tunnel vision on any one thing, and be able to just go with the flow and feel whatever you're getting from that person in that moment, and be able to either one, capitalize on whatever opportunities are presenting themselves versus being so stuck on like whatever one submission or idea that you thought would work
or position or whatever.
Right, or vice versa. Like if you feel like, you know, they are coming at you with some like good stuff and they're just kind of like overwhelming you or something, then trying to change up where you're playing from, kind of change up. So whether, you know, maybe you're playing guard and, you know, you're just getting overwhelmed, you're like, man, I feel like they're getting close to passing but they haven't yet and I'm getting tired. Maybe stand up and try some wrestling. Or vice versa. Like, you know, if you feel like they're dominating the hand fight like on the feet and they're getting close to like a takedown or something, or getting close to getting to like a dominant grip, all right, well, maybe play guard.
Yeah. Don't be scared to change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of us do get nervous because it's like, no, I had this game plan, I need to achieve it, and it's not working. But they're like, who knows? Like their game is probably like the total opposite of what you're trying to do. Like, so it actually will not work at all, probably. So,
yeah, and you never really know. Like you can't plan for everything, and so that's what I try to go into my matches now, is just to be more open. Like I may have a general idea of like, hey, I'm gonna try and wrestle at first, or I'm gonna try and play guard at first, but I also like leave everything open to you know, the idea that like that can change like at any moment, right?
I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this whole CJI and ADCC thing going on? How do you feel about it?
It's interesting. It's interesting for sure.
Like with the fighter pay, the women's fighter pay. Like I didn't know that women were getting like half the cost.
I didn't know that either.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I'm like, it's not very announced in general. So
yeah.
Does that make you like feel different about ADCC and like going to trials and doing all that?
I mean,
and now they just invited a bunch of people too. So it's like all the people that work so hard. I'm like, oh my god, now they're just inviting people. Not saying that the people they're inviting are bad. I'm just saying like they work so hard to like get it, to get that medal, to be able to compete. And now everyone's like pulling out and moving over there.
Yeah. So it doesn't make me want to get there any less.
That's good.
But it's still like, you know, it's the right now the.
Do you feel like it's doing good?
Competition.
Oh, the CJI or the?
No, the ADCC.
Oh,
ADCC. No.
Yeah, it's still top of the line.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure like how I feel about it.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I think that it's really great that. You know, the CGI is CJI. I mean,
sorry,
I didn't even know in my brain right before I was like, don't do the thing, and I did it. I said the thing.
It happens to everybody. That's hilarious.
It's everybody's heard that those three letters together for the whatever.
CJI.
Yeah. Anyway.
CJI.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice, to be honest.
I know.
You messed it up.
But yeah, I think it's great that he's giving a lot of athletes the opportunity to make a lot of money.
Yeah,
I think that's great, trying to push for that. I think that is super important. I think that is more important than having some big fancy show. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like I don't know much about that stuff anyways. Like I don't work in that kind of industry.
Promotional stuff.
I don't know like what is going to draw, like what really is going to get more people interested in jiu-jitsu. People who don't do jiu-jitsu yet, or like the general population. I think whatever that is, is what needs to be pushed more. And I personally, I don't know. I think that there could be a better balance, though. I think that like maybe pay the fighters a little bit more, put a little bit less into some of the production and
like
stuff.
Millions in production.
Yeah, well, and I heard that like the drummers were paid more than the fighters too. That was something I heard that I thought was wild.
No way.
So I don't know, but
I didn't go there to watch the drummers.
it's all stuff like I'm hearing. Like I don't know what's true.
Yeah.
Like I can't say.
I just hope that he learns from all of this, Mo. And, you know, just realizes that the fighters do deserve more because they're the ones that make the show at the end of the day, not the drummers. Or whatever, even the production system.
I didn't know that the fighters only made 10 grand. And when I found that out, I was like really surprised because I've seen Who's Number One matches that have paid out like 50 grand.
What?
Like, you know, like I've seen so many shows that have paid out.
For one super fight? Or for like a bracket?
No, it was like a bracket.
Oh, okay.
Still.
But still, yeah, it's still a lot.
That's what ADCC is. It's a bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, in order to win.
True.
It's not like you just get that for showing up even. And I think that there should definitely still be like some sort of payout just to show up because you've worked so hard to be there. I mean, it's only 2 years.
Yeah.
Like everything that goes into that, like 10 grand is nothing for what it takes to survive and how long it takes to like train and get to the point to be able to be there. And perform
and risk
to be able
injury and like all like everything up until travel expenses,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I don't know if they pay the travel for the fighters, but
Yeah.
I hope they
Well,
do.
and
At this point, I hope they do.
That's not even every 2 years. That's not even
Yeah.
like 10 grand a year. That comes out to like
true.
$5,000 a year
Oh my god, that's not even
Like,
like a real. Yeah, it's not even a real paycheck job thing.
at all. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you about that because I figured, you know, I didn't ask anybody else, but I thought you'd have a good take on that. Because I do support the same thing, like the fighter pay and pushing for that because, like that's what it's about. That's what we're here to watch. So,
Yeah.
well, I guess we could end it on the last question of what's your most memorable victory?
And that's a good question. I have several that are just very, very close to my heart. Just,
What's
yeah,
your
it was
most
meaningful. I don't know. So, I mean, I can list them off really quick, but
Go ahead.
you know, my purple belt debut, that one was really meaningful to me because I had just graduated physical therapy assistant school and I had my board's licensure exam that same week. So I hadn't really been training for like 3 months before, and then I got offered to go. I just got my purple belt the same week that I graduated and got my degree, and then my debut was against a brown belt world champion. And so I had like no pressure on myself. I'm just gonna go have fun. And then I went out and I won my match by submission. That was pretty cool.
Awesome. That's a great week.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I've also had I had a match last year at the 135 Emerald City bracket
okay,
where
yes.
I flew out to New York to be there to support my boyfriend who was competing in the men's 135 bracket. And then I'm there, and like 30 minutes before the match, they're like, we had people that dropped out. Do you want to jump in? And I was like 115 pounds. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's go.
Wow, yeah, big weight difference. So.
Yeah, and so I jumped in just to have fun. I made it to the finals, and in my semifinals match, that was the match though. I lost in the finals, but I was happy to just get that far. But in my semifinals match, I was going against a girl who's ranked, and she's a really awesome person. I also had rolled with her maybe like a couple weeks before out at Essential, and
That's funny.
she's a lot bigger and stronger and very technical too. And so I had a really good match where I felt like I had a lot of good looks in the match, and so regulation went good. And then we went to overtime. It was EBIOT, and she was up on Ride Time, so it was the bottom of the third round. There was no way I was going to win unless I got a submission.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we've been going back the whole time. Let me go armbar. And I was able to separate, get into a triangle, actually. So I broke the grip, she gripped, I worked into a triangle, and then was able to separate the hands and finish with a armbar. Nice. So that one was a little emotional, afterwards, because I was just like, wow, I did that.
I fucking did it.
It was cool.
Awesome.
And I've had bad luck in EBI over time, so it was also just like, okay, thank you.
Wow, I can actually do it. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Dang EBI.
So that one meant a lot to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much for talking to me again. If you guys don't follow her yet, I believe your Instagram handle is Lauren Sears Tempe.
Yeah.
I'll tag it in the video so you guys can follow her journey. She's going to keep competing, and she wants to be, I'm gonna say professional because it's basically pro level. Even
I am
if
professional.
I am professional. She's doing pro level fighting.
Competing professional
Yeah.
for a little bit, but trying to work my way up the rankings.
Yes, you're doing
Before I
good.
get too old.
No, stop.
34.
34.
I still got like at least a good 6 years, at least.
That was your wow. That's a,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know how far I could go, but I'm just gonna keep going until I fall apart.
No, I
basically.
mean, I'll still be competing when I'm like older too. It's just
Yeah?
I'm saying like in the adult division and at these like and going against
Like 18-year-olds.
Yeah,
19-year-olds,
yeah. I probably got another good like 6 years.
I see.
And then I'll do masters
And
division.
then I'll do
you know,
masters.
like, but
Nice.
yeah, I'll always be competing.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm excited to watch you tomorrow also. Hope you get that super fight. Or rematch. And I'll keep watching you. Thank you so much again. Sorry, I'm sweaty. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood out. Bye.